Hey everybody, Vicky here, and today I've got a little bit of a kind of rant slash informative little message for you. It's come to my attention as a coach for many years that there's an awful lot of strategies out there, and some of them are very helpful and some of them less so. So what I do, just as a little bit of fun but also to inform you guys and maybe help you if you've been told some of these strategies or you've read about them or you've heard about them in various media sources or magazines or whatever. The 7 worst strategies that you can be told by a coach when it comes to lifestyle change. Now, I'm not saying that these strategies are not good in other areas, but when it comes to lifestyle change, these are my top 7. So buckle in and here we go. Number 1 is just do it. Now, I have to laugh at this one because first of all, I think of the Nike slogan, and I'm sure most of you do. But if you knew what to do and how to do it to make the changes that you desired, then you would be doing a lot of the stuff already that you need to do. So just telling somebody to just do it and get on with making those changes is really not helpful, because it doesn't take into account just where are you now? Where are you physically? Where are you emotionally? Where are you in what's going on in your life circumstances? How much time do you have available? Yeah, what is happening for you right now? It doesn't take into account any of that, nor does it take into account just what is feasible for you to start changing immediately and what actually needs to wait until later on. So there's always a cost to these things, and the cost to you just doing it is that you can end up feeling more frustrated, more fed up, and actually potentially doing yourself emotional and physical harm and leaving yourself feeling worse than when you tried to just kind of plod on and make changes kind of subtly and in your own way. So just do it is not great. Number 2 on my list is following expert blueprints and guidance. Yeah, so following somebody's book or ebook or PDF download or that kind of thing, where they're telling you step by step exactly what to do. And on the face of it, that seems brilliant. They're an expert, right? After all, yeah, but they're not expert in you. There's only you that's an expert in you. And by following somebody else's blueprint, chances are that a lot of the stuff they're asking you to do is either going to be not relevant to you, or it's potentially going to be unhelpful for you getting to feel the emotions that you want to feel, to have the lifestyle that you want to have, and to have the great health that you want to have. Ultimately, you need to be following a plan that works for you, not that's worked for somebody else. So number 3 on my list is do what feels good. Now again, I mean, I love this, and if you're somebody who is really intuitive and knows themselves inside and out and is really happy with where they're at with their life and in themselves, in their body, in their skin, in their confidence, then doing what feels good is a great strategy for living. But it's a sucky strategy when it comes to trying to change, for the simple reason that your body and your brain do not like change. And I'm sure you already know this. So if somebody is telling you to follow what feels good and you're trying to change, you're not going to follow anything that's going to make change possible for you, because none of it's going to feel good. Subconsciously, your body wants to keep you safe and your brain wants to keep you safe. So it's going to keep you wanting to do things that do feel good. But change, if you want to change those automated habits, the ones that are costing you your health and your well-being and your relationships and everything else, you got to get uncomfortable, and that don't feel good. So the next one on my list is trust your inner critic, and that kind of stems from this whole do what feels good thing, because your inner critic is going to be chattering away to you all the time. And if you are trying to make changes in your lifestyle, your working environment, your health, everything, then your inner critic is going to be judging you only on what it knows. And it only knows your past history, because that's the only experience it's got to be judge and jury on. It can't possibly know what you are going to be like and how you're going to be when you have made changes. It can only know about the past. So when you start doing something differently, your inner critic is going to be right on your shoulder going, you're rubbish at that, you can't do that, you'll never do it, it's far too hard for you, etc, etc. Or look at you compared to him, somebody else who's on the same sort of journey, they're doing so much better than you, why don't you just give up and go back to what you're comfortable with? Now, if you trust your inner critic when it comes to making big decisions and judgments, then you're going to be trusting the wrong source. By all means, listen, because that's going to help you to get to know you and your thought processes so much better. So yes, listen to your inner critic, but geez, do not trust it, because it does not have a clue when it comes to what you need to help you to change. And so the next one from that one, talking about what you need to change, is stick with one strategy. So this is my number 5 on my list. Sticking with one strategy is really rubbish advice, because you're changing. You don't know what the best one strategy is going to be for you. So the answer is to try lots of different things. Sure, give them space and give them time, so that you're not kind of giving it a day and then deciding that's not for you. That would be ridiculous. But if you've tried implementing something and you've tried thinking in a different way, or you've tried changing things in a different way, and it just doesn't seem to be helping, in fact it seems to be making you more anxious, and mentally maybe it's not helping you in any way, it might be making you feel even more stressed, and it would be bonkers to stick with it for a little bit longer. So if you're just being told just stick it with it for another week, just stick with it for another month, no, don't change it. Something's not right, you need to change it. And so sticking with one strategy is just not the best advice you can be given. And along with that, sticking to one strategy is renegotiating, or constant renegotiating your promises. And this is my number 6, because often coaches say, you know, don't worry about it, you can renegotiate your promises. Well, yeah, you can, but now and again, because promises are vital to you being able to change. They are the key to your self-worth. When we break promises to ourselves, we are basically telling ourselves we cannot do what we say we're going to do. And guess who that is great evidence for? The previous person I was talking about, that inner critic. Yeah. So the more you renegotiate your promises, the more you give yourself excuses or a permission slip to not do it today, or to put it off till Monday, or you'll start next week, or I said I was going to do this but I don't feel like it now, I'm not in the mood. The more you keep doing that, the more, without knowing it, unconsciously, you are starting to chip away at your self-worth. So then when you really do want to keep your own promises to yourself, you're going to find it's a bit of a struggle, because that inner critic's going to jump in, and that negotiation monster's going to go, well, you're always negotiating your promises, so it's no big deal. But it is, because it's giving you the message that you are not able to do what you say you're going to do, and that for you is going to be something you need to know you can do, because otherwise you're going to stop trying to make changes. And my final one, folks, is feel the fear and do it anyway. Now that's a real controversial one to finish on, isn't it? But here's the thing. Feeling the fear, actually being scared of doing something, is not just an emotional state. It's physiologically what is happening in your body at a cellular level and at a hormonal level. It's something that you perhaps don't realize is going on. And for many of us and you who have gone through trauma and gone through big kind of health issues that you need to make changes with and start to heal your body as well as make changes with your lifestyle, then doing that to your body as a strategy on a regular basis, feeling the fear consistently, can put you or leave you in a state of constant anxiety and kind of being wary of, you know, when is this horrible gut churning, washing machine stomach feeling ever going to go away? When am I actually going to feel that I can do this stuff? And it might leave you more in a state of panic and stress, and turning to things to cope with that panic and stress that are going to undo all of the stuff you're trying to do to improve your lifestyle than you ever needed. So feel the fear and do it anyway is not a bad strategy in different areas, but when it comes to changing lifestyle and helping you to heal your body and become the person you want to be able to live the life you want to be or you want to have, then feel the fear and do it anyway. You need to leave that strategy on the shelf. So there you go, that's my rundown of the 7 worst coaching strategies that I hear about, read about, and hear clients tell me that they've been told to do by other coaches. So what do you resonate with there, folks? Love to know. What strategies have you followed that haven't actually helped you? Yeah? Let me know. Bye-bye.